Hello everyone, before I get to the actual video that you clicked on, I need to address something. I literally just sat here and reviewed this movie twice. The first time I sat here and recorded the film, the movie review I should say, sorry. I'm fucking mad right now. This microphone is a piece of shit. I literally just bought this a couple weeks ago. It's been totally fine, but now all of a sudden it wants to just ruin my videos. Like it literally destroyed the audio for the first review. Like the first video I filmed it's unwatchable. So I filmed another review just now of the movie, and I tested this out to see if it was working good, and it was. I found out when I was recording the first video, my Bluetooth in my car was interfering with this, I guess, or something. Because I put my phone in airplane mode every time I record, but I guess my Bluetooth was still on for some reason, and I feel like it was trying to send signals to my phone and, vice versa or whatever. So I turned the Bluetooth off, filmed the second review, and I made sure this was working before I filmed the whole second review, and it was. It sounded crystal clear. I filmed the second review, and I go back to watch it just now, and it's fine for about 10 seconds, and then it gets bad again. But it's nowhere near as bad as the first review. The first review is unwatchable, like I said. So I apologize. The audio was screwed up in this movie review. I want to fucking destroy this thing. I'm very mad right now. So yeah, little upset right now. But anyways, enjoy the movie review. Sorry, just had to point that out.
Why don't you want me working for your dad?
Well, he's a psycho.
Saw that big girl.
That you two are maybe together.
Do you like guns?
I prefer to know my own strength.
That's not what I'm paying you for.
If you touch her, I'm gonna tell them everything you ever did.
Are you threatening me?
Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review. I just got done seeing the new A24 movie, Love Lies Bleeding. I also just got done filming a 10-minute review, and the audio was totally screwed up. At least I think it was 10 minutes. I didn't look at the length. I was just really upset, though. I literally just sat here and filmed the whole review for this movie, and I guess my car, the Bluetooth was still connected to the phone, and somehow that interfered with... Because I use an external I almost said microphone, and I guess it was interfering with the Bluetooth in the car. Man. So I'm a little annoyed right now, so bear with me, guys. I'll include a clip of it right here so you can hear how bad the audio came out. I wanted to avoid trailers mainly because I felt like the less I knew about this movie, the better. Alright, so Love Lies Bleeding. This is the new film by Rose Glass. If you're familiar, she directed Saint Maud a couple years ago, and I believe this is only her second movie, unless she's done some other things, I just don't know. And Saint Maud I thought was okay. I watched it once and I thought it was good, and I never really went back to it. I thought it was, A24's got a lot of, for me, they have a high bar with a lot of their movies, so Saint Maud to me wasn't super memorable in comparison to like something like Midsummer or The Witch or Hereditary or, this movie is very different. So Saint Maud was a horror movie. This one is more of a romance, thriller, crime, drama, and it's very much a noir also. It takes place in the 80s and has a very cool aesthetic and whatnot. Kristen Stewart plays a character named Lou, whose father is played by Ed Helms, and Ed Helms is fantastic. He's great in everything I've ever seen him in. He's pretty much the main antagonist of this movie. I'm not going to say too much, spoiler-wise, but if you've seen the trailers or anything, you already can tell, this guy's evil, but basically, her father has a lot of crime ties, and he's, or should I say ties to crime, and has a lot of things going on, and a lot of illegal activities, and the FBI's watching him and whatnot. She runs a gym that he owns, and one day she's working in the gym and she comes across this other character named Jackie, the bodybuilder character, who's in this really cool poster, by the way. Just letting you guys know, I didn't really ever sit down and watch the trailer for this movie. I see ads for it all the time when I'm watching like YouTube videos and stuff, like, you know, a little quick 15-second snippet of the movie or whatever, clips of the movie. And the movie looked very cool to me. And the poster was the first thing I ever saw for this movie, and I was already like hooked. I'm like, this poster is really cool looking. I saw a review on Letterboxd, somebody I follow on there. He said the poster for this movie looks like one of those fictional posters you see in a movie, in like a character's bedroom or something, and that's so true. It really is. But anyways, so the bodybuilder girl, played by Katie O'Brien, I believe is her name, Jackie. They sort of fall in love with each other. Lou and Jackie fall in love with each other. The Jackie girl is from out of town. She's pretty much traveling cross country to go to this bodybuilding competition or whatever, and all kind of craziness ensues in this movie. There's a lot of twists and turns involving other characters that they get wrapped up in, and yeah, again, I just filmed a review for this movie, so I'm trying to remember everything I said. So the movie is very dirty, and I mean that in a good way. I watched Chris Stuckman's review for this before I saw the movie, and he made a good point about how when movies and TV shows sort of adapt certain time periods, everything is a little too clean looking, you know what I mean? Whereas in this movie, everything is super grimy and dirty, you know. And I don't mean like just dirty like sex-wise. There is dirty sex stuff in this movie, by the way. But there's also dirty environments and, you know, just dirty scenes and dirty characters. Everything feels authentic, which is cool. But yeah, very cool movie. Like I said, a lot of twists and turns. It's very violent. There's a lot of sex in the movie, so be prepared for that if you don't feel comfortable watching that in a theater with other people, you know. And the love story, I think, is very good, actually. Like, I really like the chemistry between Kristen Stewart and the Katie O'Brien. Again, I'm not sure if that's her name. I've never seen her in anything else before. But they're very good in the movie. You know, you got Dave Franco in there as well. Ed Harris, again, who I mentioned, is fantastic in this. Now, a lot of A24 movies have this thing where the movie will be very grounded, but it'll have a little flair of, I like to call it artsy fartsiness, but a little flair of the abstract, where you have to sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to sort of interpret things your own way, and this movie does have a little bit of that, especially towards the end. And I'll say probably most people aren't gonna like love the ending for this movie. Like, it wasn't bad or anything. There was closure, there was resolution, but I feel like people are gonna feel like there wasn't enough resolution. You know what I mean? It's not an open-ended ending by any means, but there could have been a little more closure, in my opinion. But like I said, overall the movie was very good. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. I don't want to quite give it a 10 or like a 9.5 or anything like that. I've only seen 3 movies this year so far. You know, Madam Web being the worst, obviously. And then Dune Part 2 is still, you know, the best movie of the year, obviously. So this would be second place. But yeah, very good movie. Like I said, I feel like my first review was better, but unfortunately the audio got fucked up, so I'm sorry. Can't control that. So yeah, every time I record one of these reviews, I put my phone on airplane mode purposely, you know. But I guess the Bluetooth stayed on for some reason, and my car was trying to send signals to my phone and vice versa with the fucking microphone, so it just, everything got messed up. So I'm a little annoyed. But yeah, very good movie. I'm definitely gonna buy it. You know, I buy every A24 movie anyway. But again, it didn't like blow me away or anything like that. Again, the ending was probably my least favorite aspect of the movie, but it wasn't a bad ending. But yeah, that's really about it. I don't have much else to say. So definitely check this one out. I'm sure it's gonna do well. You know, I've been seeing ads for it all the time. But it's a very fun movie. I don't know if fun's the right word, but for me, I like ups and downs and twists and turns and stuff like that and stories. So this was a fun story, in my opinion. There's a lot of dark moments and a lot of dark humor, but yeah, that's really about it. So anyways, A24, by the way, they're going to be re-releasing some of their movies in IMAX. this year, which they announced the other night, and I'm very excited because they're going to put out Ex Machina in April. It's a one-night only thing, by the way, so I think it's like April 24th or something. They're putting out Ex Machina in IMAX, and then March 20-something, I forget, or sorry, May 20-something, May 22nd, I think, they're putting out Hereditary in IMAX, which is very cool. And then I think it's in July, they're putting out Uncut Gems in IMAX, and I'm definitely checking that one out. So, yeah, I would love to check out all three, but, you know, unfortunately, I'd have to take all 3 days off of work, and I can't really do that. Because it's only a one-night only thing at one time, and I think they're all going to be on, like, a Wednesday. So, the Uncut Gems one I'm definitely doing, like, period. So, yeah, I guess it's technically the 5th anniversary of that movie. You know, I think it came out in December of 2019, but, you know, close enough. If you guys don't know, that's my favorite A24 movie. I adore it. It's one of my favorite movies, period. Hereditary, I'm very much considering checking out Hereditary in a theater, especially in an IMAX theater. My God. I've mentioned before, that's the scariest movie I've ever seen in my life. So, you know. And Ex Machina, I love that movie too, but, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna do that one. But I'm sure it's gonna look cool, obviously. So, yeah. But if you're gonna check out any of those, let me know. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this one, Love Lies Bleeding. How would you rank it in your A24 list? You know, I have all my rankings on my Letterboxd account. If you don't follow me on there, you know, definitely go look on there. I'll, you know, update that list, obviously, with this movie. So, but yeah, take 2 of my review. So that's it. I'm done. I'm done talking. I've been talking for like over 20 minutes now, both reviews combined. So, thank you guys for watching this, and have a good one. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, next week is Ghostbusters, and man, I can't wait to see that. I think it had its world premiere last night in New York, and that's a real dream of mine, by the way. I don't know if I'll ever get big enough one day to actually attend a world premiere or something, but man, I really wish I could have, you know, went to that one, because, you know, Ghostbusters is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've actually been to the Firehouse a couple times in Tribeca, so, excuse me. So yeah, that would be a dream of mine, to go to a world premiere of a movie one day, especially a movie I love, you know, or, you know, it's attached to a franchise I love, whatever. Like, you know, for instance, Deadpool and Wolverine in July, like, I would absolutely, you know, I would sell a kidney to go to a world premiere for that. But yeah, like, seriously, hopefully one day, you know, that could happen with me, you know, but who knows, I'm just thinking out loud, I guess. So, alright, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.